Hello, everybody! Is everything actually working? Yes, yes, it is. Okay. Just had to double check. I can't see my face cam anymore with how I have everything set up. Which, again, is to make this look more like the videos I used to do on this series. Which I'm finally gonna come back to my submarine for a bit. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what skills a submarine wants. I've barely played them, and most of these don't seem great. Enlarged propeller shafts seems nice with how I play submarines. Watchful seems almost redundant. Superintendent seems useful. I think I'm just going to wait for enlarged propeller because I tend to chill at periscope most of the time anyway. But we're not actually going to be starting with the submarine. Namely because I need 60 ribbons. We're basically going to start with just finishing off these. So in one battle I need to get 60 ribbons, then cause 60,000 damage to ships, then play one battle. There is a very easy way to accomplish these tasks, and given it is late on EU, I could, well, this is a tier 5. I could probably random battles this. Let's take Agincourt out. I will almost certainly get 60 ribbons playing Agincourt. If I do not get 60 ribbons playing Agincourt, I am going to be shocked. I just wish more people understood what Agincourt is. Because these are the scariest things for an Agincourt. And I died earlier because I was attempting to get into the AA bubble of a friendly Pensacola. Because Agincourt has a bunch of drunk British people standing on its deck shouting at the aircraft for its AA defense. In other words, it has none. There are 0 AA guns, period. None whatsoever. So aircraft carriers can basically just feed on an Agincourt if no one is nearby to help deter the aircraft carrier. And in trying to catch up with the Pensacola, who was running away from me because there was aircraft around me, even though that's why I was trying to get over to him in my slow-ass battleship, I ended up eating a bunch of kamikaze torpedoes that I probably could have avoided had I not had to really been worrying about the aircraft coming in. Because an aircraft carrier isn't a big threat to most ships, but to Agincourt, it matters. It does matter. Namely, just because that carrier is going to get every single one of its drops away, and carriers are not designed around being able to do that. Carriers are designed with the idea that they're gonna only get 1, maybe 2 strikes at you. Well, with Agincourt, they're getting all of their strikes. So, this is an Independence. Most of its strikes are 1s. Its torpedoes do hurt, though. They have a fail division, so this is why you don't fail division. Though, Clemson to Nicholas. Clemson's the one with... Yeah, Clemson's with the 102s. Clemson's kind of better. Not gonna lie. Clemson to Farragut, though. Farragut is definitely better, just from sheer reload. But Clemson actually has dual guns. So it has effectively 6 guns at 7-second reload, where Nicholas has, I think it's 4 guns at 6.5. So, between the two, Clemson is the better gunboat. Now, with how all of this is actually set up, how this map is set up, I can actually push in rather aggressively. The Arizona is running away. My guy, why are you doing that? Okay. I've got a Leipzig with me, which does not have amazing AA, but it has AA, which is the important part. The Independence is actually scouting around for the Nicholas, it seems. There's the Navy. I can probably get shots at the Duca, so let's take some shots at the Duca. And bonk. Okay, let's get my guns turned. I'm nearly within secondary range. Our Nicholas is probably screwed here, though. Which is quite the shame. Yeah, there he goes. Let's see if I can get another bonk on this Duca. I might not actually get the 60 ribbons I need playing Agincourt. Oh no. Well, there's another decent bonk. That Navy now has a smoke screen that is 5 kilometers from me to use to get closer. Navy has 4-kilometer torpedoes. Okay, I'm not that worried about that. I mean, I would like to get pushed in, but really can't. So shots out at the Texas. Which I want to note. People have complained so often, like, oh, Texas has such an unfairly long reload or whatever. It's like, Texas has its historical reload. Okay, the edge of that smoke is 4.5. That could be a problem. Come on, teammates. There has to be one of you nearby. Really? None of you? Well, I'm gonna live, maybe. No, I'm dead. Really, guys? Leipzig! What were you doing? Well, I didn't get my ribbons. What are you doing out here? There was a destroyer to shoot at. This is why you shoot destroyers. Ah! Okay, I'm just going to get that mission completed. This is what I get for playing randoms to complete a mission. No, not operations, co-ops. I mean, I could do it in operations too, but this is what I get for trying to do a mission in randoms. I mean, I could just grab... Well, I was going to say I could just grab a cruiser, but I don't have a rapid-fire cruiser. Well, I do, but I don't. I don't have a rapid-fire cruiser with range. I also really want to get to playing Asymmetrics, given that is the name of this stream, but that's because that's what I'll be doing the bulk of. I'm just starting by finishing off these missions, and I was really hoping that that would be the first mission completed, but nah. My secondaries failed me, and my teammates failed me harder, so... Like, I will never understand the aversion this player base has to shooting destroyers. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Destroyers are the eyes of the enemy team. Without destroyers, the enemy team cannot see you to shoot at you. That ship that is currently shooting at you from, say, behind an island... or is about to tuck in behind an island because he's not going to lose spotting to do so, well, he can keep shooting you if that destroyer is still spotting you. If the destroyer is dead, he can't keep shooting you. Thus is not a threat. The destroyer that is spotting you is the threat. And it also just occurred to me I'm probably not going to get the objective in this one either. I'm going to swap to high explosive because then that way I'll get incapacitations. as well as the hit ribbons. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Well, I know why. It's I kind of hate loading high explosive in battleships. Like, you're giving up so much potential damage. Like, 30% of 8,000 is a lot more than 30% of 4,000. I mean, the 30% of 4,000, that would be 1,400, 1,500-ish. It's not a huge amount off of the literal just overpen damage of the armor piercing. But high explosive can break stuff. I missed. I'd love to turn, but this little island's kind of in the way. Plus, I want to get within secondary range. I want to hit them with my sword. See, there's like 4 ribbons from 3 hits, so pretty nice. Come on, secondaries, do your thing. Okay, I don't need to worry about the Phoenix doing anything, or the friendly destroyer over here. Wow, I'm gonna get those ribbons. How are people this bad? New players. I'm going to assume new players. Bit weird that they would be playing this late at night, but I'm still going to assume new players. God, Agincore is so stupid. Like, the balancing factor of having this no AA is just the armor. The armor and these secondaries. I have literally nothing to fear. I just citadeled that cruiser with my high explosive. Here you go. I'm giving you a better angle, little bot. No, you are still shooting the armor belt. That is not where you fire rockets into an Agincore. I've got my 60 ribbons. So this should have been easy to do in the random battle, but I've lost all my dispersion. But shit happens. I'm probably going to eat some torpedoes from this tiger, but I don't really care that much. I have achieved what I wanted to achieve. I'm good. Like, and even then, just lightly tapping D is keeping me pretty safe. So, you know. Oh no, I'm going to eat one torpedo. Whatever will I do? Tiger torpedoes don't hurt. We know this. We've played that ship. Yes, more ribbons. Give me all the ribbons. The fact that the bigger of my secondaries are able to basically just pen everything I see is what makes them busted. At this close a range, and this angle, no, they're not really doing anything. That's because they're all being fired into the armor belt, because the AI aims for center mass. No matter what it is, the AI will aim for center mass. So there we go. $234 secondary hit ribbons. Yeah, I think I got my 60 ribbons. Just maybe. I just might have gotten them. I don't know about that, though. I mean, we got 9 and 43. Like, that's, you know... That's like 52. That's not enough. Then we had 3 destroyed. It's like 55. It's still not enough. I don't know if I made it, guys. I don't know if I made it. How... Trying to talk and my throat just went, no. How is this thing not dead? I mean, I'll take more damage and ribbons. Like, shit. Go gadget secondaries. Yeah, I might get some both sides action going on here. Oh yeah, I'm going to. I'll focus on the ship that can actually hurt me, though. I am not afraid of a tier 4 carrier. Even in a ship with 0 anti-aircraft, I am not afraid of a tier 4 carrier. They are the saddest things to ever exist. It just shattered its bomb on me. Is it turning its guns towards me? I don't think it is. Oh, something's lit me on fire. This thing is just stupid. Just look at Langley's health melt. Agincourt is so dumb. My guns didn't even get to turn around in time. Oh, I love this ship. It's so dumb. Well, there we go. There's that done. At 60, finish my base XP needed. Completed that. How far? I need 3 more there. I'm gonna need 1 space, but I'll have 1 space. So I guess more science and victory. Or science and victory. Let's, we'll set an enemy ship on fire. We can complete it over multiple missions. And then we will, we'll incapacitate 4 things. Free signal flags. This is another thing of, like, people when they complain, like, oh, signal flags are pay to win. Like, there are so many of them and economic boosters just sitting here waiting for you. Come get them. Like, these aren't hard missions. I did think one was bugged last stream, but that was me not reading more than anything else, so... I'm also really sad that we do not have time to farm this final part. Like, this was already a more expensive than normal battle pass. They could have at least given us some time. Let's see, we got 5 of these. Let's pop them open. I think I've actually got 6. One to 3. 4. Ooh, 500 doubloons. I'll take it. This should be 5. Unless I've miscounted. And yes, I do have 1 more. $400,000 silver. I'll take it. We also have this, which is another collection container that we cannot collect the collection of. So, you know, we got it, but... We'll just pop the rest of this up. We have a Twitch container that's from basically me streaming. The game gave the stuff to this account instead of my other one. I mean, whatever. I don't really care. Here's Santa's big gift for completing this one. We have a Christmas decoration in here somewhere. There it is. I have not done 2 battles a lot of days, because usually I don't have to. It's the one issue with them having the decorations locked behind doing 2 battles is, like, completing the 2 battles isn't always required to complete your dailies. So. Though, I do think I'm at the point as well where I can actually grab... No, I can't grab all these yet. But I can grab the port slot and the 1 day of premium time. I could also grab this. It's not worth it, but, you know. Up to 1,000 doubloons. It's really not bad. Now, what did we need to do next? I already don't remember. Cause 60,000 damage to ships. Oh boy, I can do that pretty easily. I say that knowing full well that it may not be the easiest thing in the world to do. Playing Agincourt. Because if I get competent teammates, that's not an easy thing to do. So... You know what? Let's Tier 9 co-op. Let's go. I could also just hop into an operation, and that would also probably get it. I'd need 120,000, but 120,000 in an operation is nothing. Gonna be honest, I don't understand the people playing tier 10s in here. I mean, those are specials, except the Schlieffen. The Schlieffen is not. I'm going to, with premium time, struggle to make silver out of this. I don't understand why people play tier 10 co-ops in tech tree tier 10s. The special ships, they'll make a tiny bit of silver. With asymmetrics running, I really don't understand people doing this unless they're just simply doing these missions, just like I am. Which does fall into, you know, if I didn't have those missions to do, I wouldn't be doing this either. So... It's literally the fact I have those missions to do as for why I'm doing this. Like... If I didn't have the missions to do, I wouldn't be here. Like... I have no idea where this Jutland is going to go. I think it's going to come down this way and then suddenly turn to the right. I can't quite reach the Kitakaze. I did not lead the Kitakaze enough either. Guess I should never shoot at destroyers again, right? That's how that works. You miss once, you just never shoot at them again. Seems to be the mentality. Like, I don't mean to, like, crap on people. Do need to quickly reset my graphics drivers, because apparently they're having issues. They're still apparently having issues. I don't know why it's specifically with World of Warships that OBS starts to kind of crap itself with, but it's done it for a while, and, like, the stream itself is still fine, so... And it's only literally the bars to show me, like, audio. The issues I have with this computer. And yeah, okay, it's just making a sudden turn here. I'm gonna hydro up just to keep an eye on the other side of the island. Don't know what is up with my throat today. Let's get shots out. Think that'll hit the Salem. Nope, didn't quite lead enough. I mean, this is very much a point where part of me is like, maybe I should have done a random battle for this one. But there's like 4,000 people on this server right now, so what are the odds I would actually get a battle? Yeah, there's the deep waters. There's more deep waters. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do 2 battles here. I spawned on a flank where there was nothing. And partially what spawned here ran away from the flank. So I might still get 60k though. It is entirely feasible. This would be so much easier if I still had my spotter. Those are probably gonna miss, but I think they got ate by the island. That's a bummer. And I didn't lead enough again. Man, this is just misplay central for me. Yeah, okay, I did not get anywhere remotely close. Just spawned on a bad flank, and this wasn't a 12v12, I don't think. Blah. The game's really making this frustrating. I just want to get these missions out of the way, but there is, like, nobody on. Why the EU gotta just die this time of night? I don't get it. But we got this, which will just be... Enter a battle with a commander with 3 points. Complete it in a single battle. As if you could complete it over multiple battles. Can I just... Wrong thing. Can I just do this in Asymmetrics Wargaming? I love how on the Discord there was one of their community managers like, no, this was intentional. It's like, but why? Why can we not just do this in Asymmetrics? Are you trying to make it seem like the players don't want to play Asymmetrics? Is that what it is? Like, I can assure you, the players want to play Asymmetrics. It's what I wish I could be doing at this exact moment, but I can't because I want to get these missions done. And I was really hoping that I'd only have to do 1 battle per mission. The next one is just 1 battle, because it's just play 1 battle. But, blah. At least I spawned in the middle. It's still just a 9v9, because why would they make it, 12v12? Why would they fill it out? That would be too easy. They're already giving us bots. They may as well just fill out the rest of the bots. Like, there's no reason not to. I feel like that would go a long way to solving people's complaints with co-op, too, is if they just always were 12v12s. It just always filled them out with bots. It wouldn't solve my complaint with co-op that this is just simply too easy, but, That Republique's probably just here to clear their pink. Which is another thing I need to make mention of. Because people complain so often about the report system and all this stuff. Which is literally, like, you could come in here and I could report this person for playing poorly or being AFK or misbehaving in chat or unsporting behavior. Well, that stuff does nothing. That's not what causes you to become pink. What causes you to become pink is actually, like, breaking levels of game rules, or just generally being a jerk. I just hope those hit. Yeah. Oh, it's a Bourgogne I was shooting at. Neat. There is a Bourgogne here. I was like, wait, did it just give the bots a Bourgogne because it can? I kind of don't want to fire, not with that looking at me, but it's not going to matter, because here comes a Brisbane. Okay, the Republic just fired. I'm good. I missed. I want to hydro up. Good old Minotaur halt. This is gonna hurt. Ow.
Target penetrated. Torpedoes dead ahead. Dead ahead.
Okay, there's the Brisbane down. Oh, hi, Yammy. Ah. And hey, I got my 60,000 damage. See, this is how easy it should have been. Oh, hey, it's me. Has that Schlieffen loaded? I know that's one thing people will complain about as well. It's like, oh, but I didn't load into the game. Why am I penalized? It's like, because you didn't load into the game. That's why you're penalized. Like, I don't understand how that's a complicated thing. Like, the game doesn't know why you didn't load in, but you not loading in definitely impacted the game for your team. Like... trying to hit, like, the cheek of Bourgogne. Because basically every battleship does have a cheek. Yamato has the most pronounced cheek if you want your shells to be landing just under that turret. I missed. It's hard to gauge the speed of that Yamato. Yeah, I think it's too angled from me at this point. Yeah. So I know I've said this before, but like, man, Azuma's AP just feels weak. And I don't fully get it. Okay, it's down there that I want to be. I want to play Ring Around the Rosie with a Yamato. I'd rather wait for the Yamato to come out and play. When the Yamato was last spotted, it should already be... Well, okay. I was gonna cover that, but that works. Okay, there's the Yamato. I think it's stuck. Legitimately, I think the Yamato is stuck. So, while this is a horrible idea, and if this was a player, this would be a death sentence for me, I am going to just come around from behind it. I missed the gun. Ow. Because, yeah. Trying to break its guns. Cheek. Poor Yamato. There we go. Now I just need to play one more battle, then I can finally get into the asymmetrics I actually want to be playing. Can start working on these. What's the hard ones? Earn some free XP? Sure. Now I just need to play one battle. What do I want to play one battle in? You know, because it doesn't matter, right? I don't have to win. I just need to play a battle, right? Yeah, I just need to play a battle. Still really wish asymmetrics were in there. Everything else is, just not the asymmetrics. Sadness. I am very much trying to remember to explain things as I do them. I should actually show Yamato's cheek. I know it's a commonly known thing, but I still see a lot of people not knowing what is meant by Yamato's cheek. As a rough explanation without the armor viewer up to show with, Yamato has a raised citadel. It also has a very shaped citadel, to the point where the front of it is kind of like multiple flat sides instead of just being a sheer flat front like most citadels are. So like instead of being a flat cutoff, it's kind of like this with a flat in the front. So if you can shoot in at the cheek, you're shooting into flat citadel armor. That's Yamato's cheek. And that's why my Azuma was really easily able to just punch through and citadel Yamato. It's why Yamato also should never be in that close of range, if it can help it. Okay, AP loaded. Lots of yummy bots. See, this is 12v12. Carvor is maybe a threat. Königsberg is a threat. The Monty's a threat. The Kamikaze is a threat. Kamikaze needs to be my primary target. We also have a Kamikaze, so at this point it just comes down to which is the better Kamikaze. We also have a pair of Omahas. I sometimes forget that that turret is a 360-degree turret. I also really don't understand how that works to spin. Wouldn't if it spun enough one way, wouldn't it just kind of unscrew itself? Because theoretically it's just screwed in. Maybe? I don't even know exactly what that is. I think it's like a shout pipe. Maybe. Gonna be honest, I don't really know. This is a World War I vintage ship, so... I see a Hawkins. I'm shooting at the Hawkins. Okay, the Kamikaze is in the north. T-22 is almost within secondary range. And they're gonna ram, aren't they? No. There was a whole lot of missing, but that's just kind of what the ship does. Okay, T-22 is dead, so... Secondary's now on the Emil, who's also about to die. Which means secondary's now on the Selbies. There's the Kamikaze. You know, I know how I'm going to handle this. Away from my guns. Shots at the Selbies. Getting high explosive loaded. Yeah, I'm going to take the dispersion loss. No, I need to see him. Crap.
Enemy cruiser sunk. Torpedoes,
Crap.
dead ahead.
Omaha's dead.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Kami, please. Really could use your help out here, my guy. Because I am now completely blind because of your smoke.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Peppering down the Kami as best I can. Now I guess I'll shoot at the Konigs. Konigsberg has 6-kilometer torpedoes, so...
Torpedoes to port.
They're also pretty slow. Okay, I think he's gonna burn down. Or not. Okay. Right now, I really wish I had RPF.
Our team is taking the lead.
If he's down that way... I'm basically safe from him anyway. And if he's in the north, I need to be turning this way. And I can probably trap him if he's in the north. This will also basically confirm if he's in the north or south. Well, north or west. He's in the north. No, he's in the west. And there he is. Triangulation. It's a nice little skill to learn. Especially for playing this game. Well, I probably just forced him to use his damage control.
Our victory is in sight.
Get him, little buddies. Feel like I've more than done my part. It is very much a thing of, like, RPF, Radio Position Finder, is a pretty helpful skill to have. But it's also one that if you know your detection, you know roughly what you're looking for, as long as there's islands around, you can generally figure it out. And, like, basically what I was doing there was using the island to basically limit where he could possibly be seeing me from. And when I go unspotted, he has to be in the location where I was last able to be spotted from. That's basically just how it works. And as long as you know your detection range, you know roughly how far away he could be, you can base that off of where he was last spotted, and then basically you're golden. Like, you figured it out. You basically know right where he is. It's not perfect, but let's be honest, it's about as much information as RPF gives you, but for free. I don't think battleships even get RPF anymore, which is a bit of a shame, because it is a nice skill. You know, let's get the AP loaded again. Hey there, buddy. I feel like he's either just given up or he's new. Because he probably could have avoided those, but he could also just be new, which is entirely possible. It's one of the things that makes Kamikaze such a scummy ship, because, like, it's such a good destroyer that, like, it's just kind of not fair. There we go. Completed all of that. Now I can move on to doing some asymmetrics. Which basically just means I'm not going to be even remotely completing missions. Let's see here. What else do we got? 3 more stars. What do these have actual rewards to them? That's like credits. Secondary flags? Secondary flags. Yeah. And then credits. Really wish these could be done in alternate game modes, but they can't. And I can now pop into here and grab. Let me. Yes. Just let me get all 3 of them. Let's pop open that super container before we move on. Steel. Nice. Wish that was on my main, but it's still really nice. We're at 7,000 steel. It's a good amount of steel. Now, I think it was shipbuilding I was working on. Was it shipbuilding? Yes. Let's just grab 4 shipbuilding containers. Because we can. And we've got a long while to go before we can get our next coal ship anyway. So, 3 duplicates. Ooh. Hey, I could get another day of premium time. It's not really worth grabbing, but I could grab it. Now, finally, some asymmetric warfare. I'm at the point where I don't know which ship I want to actually work on, because I'm close to getting Leon. Which feels like I should do that just to rip that band-aid off. But I'm also, like, I'm closing in on having Allende, which would also be a band-aid being ripped off. But I suppose I am far closer to Leon, so I'll go for Leon. I don't want Leon. I want the ship that comes after Leon, and then I don't want the ship that comes after that. I want this tech tree. I love Republic though, and she's getting buffed soon. So, hey. But yeah. Okay. This could take a hot minute. I know I said I was going to work on my submarine at the very beginning of this, and I haven't. I really probably should. I do want to try a submarine in asymmetrics before they end. Because maybe it's just the submarine players I've been encountering aren't very good. I don't know, but I have the feeling submarines are just not good for this mode. Like, you've got too many targets and you have too little battle impact. Okay, I'm going to have to play it safe, but I am still the one that needs to be taking fire. Because that is a lot of cruisers. Hello, Santa. I always forget I have Santa on here. So it has the voice lines for French Santa.
Awaiting instructions.
Now, I can bounce all three of those battleships. The Emeralds aren't really that big of a threat, but they do have pretty nasty torpedoes. Omaha should just explode. The destroyers could be a problem. Okay, the Omino and Hobart don't know what they're doing. Helena, it's you and me, buddy. It's you and me. Oh, boy. This could easily be their first asymmetric, so I don't want to hold it against them. Those are both... Well, Omino's a tier 7. Could still be their first asymmetric. Or maybe they're over there thinking, I'm sure the Helena and Normandy have got this. Okay, I need to help the Helena. Who is currently not helping himself, but that's fine. As long as one of us is helping him, that's good enough. Bonk. I'm doing my best to stay central. Helena, can you please shoot the things that I can't damage very well?
Destroyed an enemy cruiser. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Okay, it's gonna have torps out at me. So now's the point I accelerate. Come on, Helena, please.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Okay, there's all three spreads. Okay, that was a good chunk of damage. Okay, it's a deli coming up to my left. That's fine. I feel like I should go without saying, don't expect any, like, fancy port starboard crap. I don't know which one's which. I know left and right. They work. Normandy's definitely being Normandy about this, though. Wakeful has 7s for torpedoes. It could be launching torpedoes at any point. Or does it have 6s? Based on the turn it's making, I think it has 6s. Normandy's still sure being Normandy about this. The Delhi has torpedoes. That'll be the Queen Mary's torpedo. That'll be Wakeful. Man, I'm glad the Queen Mary just does not want to shoot me. That's friendly Omino torpedoes. The number of people I've seen, like, bring back team damage. I am glad there is not team damage still. The number of times I died in the past to friendlies with torpedoes, just simply not understanding that their torpedoes are their responsibility. Like, even now, like, if you get annoyed from, like, a teammate, you know, blocking your torpedo, like, it was you that fired them in a position where your teammate could block it. Like, your torpedoes are your responsibility. It's not your team's responsibility to watch for your torpedoes, you know? I still kind of want to, just for shits and giggles, run these as secondary boats, but that is a very bad idea. And it's mostly a bad idea just simply because the French battleships get no level of enhanced dispersion on their secondaries. So you're basically dealing with standard battleship dispersion with a little extra range and a bunch of 100 mils that can't pen jack or shit. Okay. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Normandy definitely Normandied it up, which was part of the problem, but do I just spend the... I kind of want to make sure I get some extra silver first. I'll play another one. Let's But say, should I just spend the free XP? But no. No, I want to be sure that I have the silver to equip Leon. Leon is going to be painful, and even more painful now that I've played the current Battle Pass ship, because it's basically what Leon should just be. Like, if they were to buff Leon to have its characteristics for the, rate of fire, accuracy, everything, I wouldn't mind Leon. But, yeah. It doesn't have, basically, the best way to put it is it doesn't have the French dispersion formula. Which, as I've explained in videos before, but for anyone who might just be watching this stream and has not seen my videos on this series, French dispersion is wide. It's not very tall. So, a really bad sigma on this dispersion basically means your shells are going everywhere horizontally. Not very far vertically, but they're going everywhere horizontally. Because your sigma is your ship's tendencies for its shells to land towards the middle of where you aim. So, if you have, say, a sigma of 2, that is better than a sigma of 1.5, which is what Leon has. Most tier 6, 7 shotguns have 1.6. But Leon has, what was it, 16 guns? So they're like, nah, just gotta have the worst sigma of any ship. And then they made one Russian ship with worse sigma. And, like, the argument that tends to be thrown around is, yeah, but imagine 3 Leons all shooting at you. And the Triple Leon division is a funny division. The problem comes from the fact that even though it's a funny division, you would probably be more effective as a triple battleship division in, like, Triple Nagato, Triple Colorado. You still want to dump a bunch of shells downrange and don't mind buying a premium Triple Ashitaka. Now you've got 10 guns per ship, so 8 guns less, but they're bigger, more accurate guns, and it's still 30 shells being thrown at the target. Like, it's still pretty scary. Hey, Miyogi. I'm spotted anyway. Bounces. Go, Leipzig. There's your target. No, not him. Leipzig. There's a destroyer? I think I'm actually going to swap to the high explosive here. Yeah, there you go. You found him. Well done. You did it. And now he's unspotted. Okay, will my guns reload in time? Kuma's turning. Let's go for right there. So I think it's the last chance I'm gonna get to, yeah. Poor Kuma. Poor Kuma, man. New Mexico's going super wide of the point. Okay, Carl Shore. I thought I was being Clemsoned, but I'm being Carl Shored. Being Carled. Carl. Can't help it. I was a child of Newgrounds.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port.
Plus, I mean, who doesn't love llamas with hats? Okay. I can probably finish off the Kuma. I'm going to finish off the Kuma. Well, I didn't finish it off, but it's dead. And that's all that matters. Okay, I'm in a position to support the cap if needed. I don't think I'm gonna need to. So, just gonna angle a bit more to these guys while trying to keep my guns on target. I'm gonna put those fires out. I don't feel like dealing with fires, man. Not very angled to the Orion, but... the problem is they're all very well angled to me, so... I don't remember if I lit a fire on the Miyogi or not. Let's tactically bonk this island. Well, I've definitely lit a fire now, so... okay, big boys. Okay, I just need to get the AP loaded. Okay, baby boys, spread your fire. Make sure they don't cap the point. Man, that Clemson still being alive is really cramping my style here. I mean, the Carl sure ain't helping matters much either, but... the Clemson's adding a lot of extra fire I don't want to deal with. Okay, there's that. It was really nice when I had help. Oh, there's the Clemson. He's got 5-kilometer torpedoes.
Enemy severely damaged.
Oh. That shelf. I'm dead. Well, maybe I can kill the Carl shirt. Yes! I took one down with me. And the Clemson that the Leipzig could have easily killed kills me. Ah, New Mexico, my guy, you have got a long way to go to get into this fight. What the crap? Sir, you're littering. So... I was not aware you could hear the wildlife. But, one complaint here, Wargaming. That's a lot of gulls, and I do not hear a single gull. I hear crickets. Undyne, that does nothing. That does nothing. Your submarine surveillance detects submarines. It tells you that. But okay, that'll definitely get me the enough for Leon, or at least get me close enough. Let's suffer, shall we? This is going to go very poorly, and I know it. This will probably be a loss, and it'll be my fault. Well, no, I say that. Asymmetrics really aren't all that hard to win 4v12, so it really doesn't matter that much. As long as the rest of my team is semi-competent, there won't be an issue. There might be an issue. This is a standard battle, and we have effectively 3v12, but it's fine. They get a lot of big, easy-to-spot ships. And we have a Minsk, which is a 4-kilometer torpor. I actually kind of want to start going down the Russian line. At the same time, like, Delny is so much worse than Khabarovsk. And, like, I kind of want to go down their alternate line, but I also kind of want Kyiv, just to have Kyiv, because, you know, Slava Ukraine and all that. Okay, both of them in the north. The Akatsuki will probably more than make up for this. The Akatsuki could have a lot of fun on its way down, so... I should probably drop the periscope. There's no problem dropping the periscope. Dropping early also makes it harder for me to get detected by these aircraft. Yeah. Minsk, you are in my way, little guy. Looks like I'm coming back up to the surface. Now, as long as nobody lights a fire on him, he won't put out that ping. Bonk, bonk. Guys.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Thank you, guys. Finally shooting the one that's actually, like, right there. Get that nice double ping going. Bit more damage. I feel like the Queen Mary is probably gonna die. I hope. It should die, at least. I hope. There it goes. Okay, it pinged my... It removed my ping, but it didn't matter. I am low battery. I guess I'll come up to the surface.
Commander, we've been detected.
I don't really mind being detected, though. I don't think the Queen Mary's even paying any attention to me. Okay, those torpedoes are still going to hit, though. That didn't do anything. Yeah.
Our team has taken the lead.
Yeah, let's put those out. Get some battery back. Wait, did it tell me I'm at low battery? I'm already back up to, like... I suppose it is coming back quickly.
Assault, sir.
I was gonna say, like, it just told me I was at low battery, and now I'm looking, and, like, I'm pretty solid on battery. I don't know what it's on about low battery. Okay, the Wyoming has its damage control running. It is also coming this way, so... Not really an issue doing that. And then... Ping! A nice little double ping action going on. I'm gonna bet that thing's dealt with. That is my assumption, that the Akatsuki is probably not gonna miss. Yeah. I want nothing to do with picking a fight with that cruiser. Not at this kind of range. Like this, however, I will pick a fight with it, because my torpedoes will actually deal damage now. Akatsuki, could you go away? My guy, you're getting me shocked. Ah! Unlike you, I take splash damage from things. I don't know if these will actually turn well enough. And it cleared my ping. That's a bummer. Okay, guys, you're on your own for that one. I'm not wasting more torpedoes on that.
Commander, we've been detected.
Crap.
Ship is on fire.
Right, it has a 5-kilometer hydro, doesn't it? I should have dove.
Problem solved, sir.
Okay, those should hit. Unless, now it cleared the ping. God damn it. I will re-ping you. You can't stop me. Which is It's one of the complaints people have against submarines, and I fully get that. Like, he did what he was supposed to do. He cleared the ping. It doesn't matter, though, because, well, now he's flooding. Okay, diving down. Okay, he's gonna dodge those. That's fine. Oh boy, my buddy the Akatsuki's coming back. Okay, that's mildly annoying, because that's an American damage control, so that's gonna take absolutely forever. Yeah, he's gonna be dead before my torpedoes could even possibly get there, but they may as well try. Maybe I can get a third kill. Almost. There are definitely people who will drive right on top of a submarine just to cause it to take damage, and I'm pretty sure that Akatsuki is one of those players. He probably just wanted me out of the battle. I probably have just lost karma, basically, for playing this ship. Okay, let's see. Normandy, what we got? We got the XP. I don't want this, but that's why I'm doing it. Now, it says to grab that. Grab propulsion. Always propulsion. Aiming systems, because you need as much accuracy as you can get. Damage control mod 1. Main armaments mod 1. I'm almost tempted to just immediately buy the B-hull, but I don't really have much silver, so I can wait. This is just asymmetrics. It shouldn't matter too much. You do have pretty decent AA defense, I'll give it that. And, like, with the B-hull, it gets even better. Like, that is pretty solid AA defense. It's just the secondaries are pretty hot garbage. Because, like, they don't have enhanced accuracy, they just have enhanced range. So, like, I'm still gonna run this flag, because I have a bunch of them, and that does get me 6.9 kilometers of range, but... Oh boy. You know, I want this. Ramming flag. You know, do I have anything that looks stupid? I don't. Especially nothing I can actually buy. I mean, I could buy one of these with my doubloons, but that'd be a massive waste. Because, I mean, making this thing look kind of dumb is great. Like, this is peak. I wish this was, like, Dazzle. Dazzle camo is so cool. But none of these are Dazzle. Even though I think one of them used to be called Dazzle, and it just isn't. Something like that. There's always Frosty Fir Tree. So many people hate this camo. If this was my main, I'd have plenty of camos to throw on it, but... If this was my main, I would have already completed the line and wouldn't be playing Leon again. I'd be playing the Lugnut, which is actually a good ship. Time to suffer. There is an argument to be made for running rudder shift until you get the B-hull, then selling it and buying prop mod. But at that point, you've spent 1.5 million silver on that upgrade slot, and that's just not worth it. Okay, welcome to Same Guns, but Worse. It's great. Also has, like, the cranes. I'm not entirely sure what those cranes are for. Like, I suppose for, like, lifting the boat, the little, like, lifeboats off? I guess? This is a rudder shift. That is for sure. I'm gonna stay kind of wide. Ryujo seems either slow loading or AFK. Alright, Boise, it's just us. I know that's not named Boise. It's Boise. It's Boise, Idaho. I forget where I've stolen that joke from. That's a stolen joke. Game Grumps. That's where that joke came from. At least where I heard it. Don't know if they stole it, but... But yeah, that's basically Boise after having been sold to Argentina. Hence the Argentinian name. And the shotgun fires. Yep. That's about what I expected. There is an argument to be made about playing this thing as a high explosive slinger. But then you don't get salvos like that. My guy, I don't turn. I'm a-hull. I don't turn. I don't trust this. Leon's playing nice. But also, we just observed Normandy not playing nice. So, you know. We have seen what this can be like. Leon, what are you doing? Why are you actually playing nice for me? That feels wrong. So is this thing... No, okay, this has the same number of secondaries. This is going to be another case of after all the complaining I did, I'm going to only do well. I get the feeling that's what it's going to be a case of. Well, shots into the Miyogi. Leon, why are you playing nice? You're just trying to lull me into a false sense of security, aren't you, Leon? That's what you're trying to do. I know your game, Leon. You're trying to make me go, oh, maybe I'm misremembering how bad this ship was. Maybe I was just bad at the game. No, you're just luring me, Leon. I know your game. I know this game very well. What are those torpedoes from? Oh, probably the U-69. He's buying an island from me, my guy. But I will once I can. Not needed. Okay, time to turn my attention to this Dunduin. Again, it's playing nice. I don't like that. Stop playing nice. You know you're not nice, Leon. Okay, their carrier is almost certainly going to be against the wall.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Or not. It hasn't moved. Okay. Well, I'd still like to shoot at the Algeri first. The Dante. Stop playing nice, Leon. We both know you're going to. Just get it out of the way now, Leon. I'm going crazy. This is going to make me go crazy. Where'd our submarine go? I don't see him anymore. Oh, there he is. Didn't see him on the map. He's right there. I can't tell if the Langley is going forward or backwards. I think it's reversing. The fact I can't tell says a lot about Langley. I honestly wouldn't know it's moving if it wasn't for the smoke. But I think it's reversing. Okay, yeah, it's still reversing. I should not be landing this many shells. Anyone who's played this ship knows you don't land this many shells. What is this thing and what have they done with Leon? Because this sure ain't Leon, Chief. Ah. This is too good. Vastros, how are you... Oh, because he's chasing the Kuma. Where'd the Boise go? See, that's Leon. There we go. See, that's what should be happening all the time. And I know that This must sound insane to anyone who's never played this game before, me actively complaining about the ship performing better than I think it will. It's because I've played this ship before. I know what it plays like. This ain't it. Even that was more shells landed than should have. What have they done with this ship? That only spots submarines. Again, that's better. 1 of 16 is better. That's what I'm expecting. Again, I know that sounds downright insane, that I'd be complaining that the ship is actually performing. Okay, 3 of 16. Again, that's what I would expect. Now let's go find that emerald. That Kuma's fighter is determined. The thing is, though, from what I remember, yeah, there it goes. It shot down 1 plane, it's done. For whatever reason, fighter squadrons will only ever shoot down as many planes as there are fighters in the squadron. So, like, that Ryujo squad will only shoot down 3 other planes. So it makes fighter squadrons like Enterprises so dangerous. Because Enterprises is like 12 fighters. It's like, it will basically shoot down any squad of planes it encounters. Except a completely full FDR squadron. In which case it'll leave them on 2 planes. Which, to be fair, is still roughly the HP of an entire squadron of planes. Because FDR planes are BS, but... What's my reload at? 28.5. I should really see about getting one of the French special commanders. Not the legendary one, but the special ones. Because they have enhanced adrenaline rush. Which is a lot better for battleships. How did this go so well? I don't understand. I will complain about this. That was... let's just say 300 shells fired, 110 hit. That's like... roughly 33% hit rate. That's standard accuracy. No. Leon isn't standard accuracy. Leon's like 20%. Why are you being so nice, Leon? I don't like it when ships are nice to me. Because that's just not what they do. Very distrustful of Leon. That didn't even get me the XP I needed for the B-hull. I don't really have the silver for it anyway, but it's still just funny. Oh, let's pop these open. I forget, is there a collection for a French special commander? Bonus package for tier 7. Oklahoma. This is Lyonnais. That's a camo and a package. That's a big gift. This is nothing. This isn't a collection. This is a way of getting Agincourt, though, so that's nice. That's just second flag. There's no way that would be. Viva la France, maybe? Yes, Viva la France. Okay. I feel like I should start working on this collection. Really wish I could just collect it. That would be ideal, but... This will give me some stuff as well. Oh, hey, it's Richelieu's turret. I do kind of love how you can come in here and, like, you can click on them and you can see, like, a little blurb about the stuff. I do wish that, these turrets worked like, they did in reality. Because there's a thing that you'll notice when looking at them. And, like, even their older quad turrets are this way. But you can still plainly see it on Richelieu. There is a very definitive, like, center point to these turrets. There was basically a wall in there, and this was effectively 2 dual-barrel turrets crammed in one casing. So basically, this wasn't this was 2 turrets for 4 turrets worth of guns, split into 4 turrets internally. So basically, like, if a shell knocked out, like, say, the left side barrels here, the right side ones would be fine. It was kind of a clever design, and allowed them to more easily manage quad-barreled guns. By... as a bit of a counter to that, when the British attempted it, they just built this like a standard turret. And that caused so many problems, because this is all one shared interior. It caused many a problem. But even like these older designs, you can tell the French were doing that from the get-go. So like I really wish these functioned like that. That'd be really neat. They don't, but it would be neat if they did. I am almost tempted to spend some steel on getting some containers. I did just get 1,000. So if I could get that commander, like right now, that would be kind of amazing. And I did just get 1,000 from today. I think it was 1,500. So I'm not losing much to purchase 15. And that would almost... I feel like that would almost guarantee I would complete the collection. Screw it. You should never do this. Don't do this. This is dumb. Especially where I don't think I'm pretty sure I just missed completing this as well. Oh no, I have 6 of the thingies, so... There's that. There's that. There's that. Viva la France! Alright, Santa, you've been replaced. Sorry to say. Do I want to take preventative maintenance? My turrets don't really get knocked out that often, but if they were to get knocked out, that would suck. But no. Emergency repair. I might actually take Grease the Gears just because it is enhanced on this guy. Yeah, I'll do that. And I'll take the extra healing. I don't remember if I'm running that on Santa or not. Let's put Santa back on Normandy just to see. Actually, no. Yeah, I am running the extra heal. Would the extra heal matter? I think I can wait on the heal. Not getting detected would be kind of better. So do I really care about Grease the Gears? This is the thing. Like, whether Grease the Gears is a good skill entirely comes down to your level of patience. And I don't mind slow turret traverse. And with the later ships, it really isn't an issue. It's only kind of an issue on Leon. So yeah, I think I'll still take this. Enhanced Adrenaline Rush, always. Extra healing or better concealment for now. I'll take the extra healing for now. Why not? Now let's put Santa back over here. There you go, Santa. You live on Normandy now. Yeah, I can run this. Get some more free XP going. Let's see if Leon continues to play nice now that it's got someone other than Santa as its commander. Okay, domination battle. This spawn, I'm not fond of this spawn, but I seem to get it a lot. I mean, I've been on this exact spawn twice today. I much prefer the spawn the Colorado got. And I'm pretty sure the Colorado would have preferred my spawn. But it's fine. Not gonna lie, I kind of want Alliance. Alliance looks like a really fun submarine to play, comparatively. More just from the reactions you'll get from people. Alliance is bullshit. Just full out, I will just say that. Alliance is bullshit. So, Alliance is the submarine that taught players that slower homing torpedoes are actually what you want. The faster they are, the less good they are. Which sounds a bit counterproductive, but think of it this way. Homing torpedoes stop homing their target at a certain distance from the ship. For battleships, that's nearly 2 kilometers. So what would you rather? Your homing torpedo to stop homing 2 kilometers from the target, and then be moving super fast, so all that target has to do is slightly adjust course, and your torpedo misses. Or that torpedo to be going super slow, so that until that mark, basically it doesn't matter. The torpedo will still be dead on target the entire way. Like, it does make it harder to use, to a degree, because you can't aim it the same way you'd aim a faster homing torpedo, but... Some good damage. Shratsu, you are about to blind yourself if you stop. And if you're not stopping, what are you doing? Because I'm not stopping. I'm a gun build. I don't got secondaries. Oh boy, I'm blind now. Yeah, let's put that out because the Wesser seems dead set on attacking me, so... There we go. There is probably torpedoes on the way. So let's get turned. Yeah, there they are. I don't have my damage control. Those were guy-powered torps. Hey, Wessler, you want to come back? I could really use the cooldown. That was indeed a bullseye, Jesus. Yay, it came back. I think I'm gonna die here. I need to put that fire out. I'm just taking too much fire. Yeah. Not gonna get back to my heal in time. Nope. Well, I tried. I was probably pushing a little too aggressively. Just a little. Nah, I'll stick with aces. I was gonna be like, maybe I'll hop to like operations, but I think I'm earning just as much here as I would in operations. So. And these kind of are over faster. Okay. A lot of tier 6s. I am the only tier 7. And it's a standard battle. Yay! Love that. Well, I'll be heading up to the cap. That Harlem is going to want to find somewhere to tuck in and be safe, though. Harlem is not a great ship. Harlem feels confused, if I'm honest.
Good luck, everyone.
Like... Okay. It's a heavy cruiser. It's the first heavy cruiser in the Dutch line. Up until that point, they've all been light cruisers with a really high muzzle velocity. They have really nice light cruiser guns. I love the Dutch light cruiser guns. Then you reach Harlem. It's a heavy cruiser with battleship burn times and a longer than normal reload for a tier 8 heavy cruiser. The upside, you get an airstrike. That's literally it. That is the only upside. Where are you going, NC? Harlem, why are you using Hydro? There's one destroyer and it's a Mitsuki. There's 8-kilometer torpedoes. It's most certainly not within 8 kilometers of you. It would have already been firing its guns. Or as I almost always mistype, it's funds. Which, I mean, technically.
Enemy force detected.
Where are you two going? I'm gonna have to contend with this NC just to get to where I need to be. And I'll do the NC's job if he won't. Why are you You're not a cruiser. That's where the Harlem should be sitting, if anything.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Okay, well, there's the destroyer. I have no idea what this NC's doing. Now he's coming back? Yeah, my secondaries are peppering him. It's no threat to me at the moment, so... I'll shoot at the things that are, thanks. I should actually get my secondaries as a circle. That way I can tell when something's actually that close to me. Okay, there's a Veliki gun taken care of. Oh, I'm not going to get shots at the Pensacola while it was broadside. It was kind of hopeful. Though it looks like it might be doing a full turn. It's why I turned like this. I think the bot knows that. Let's take the shot. Especially because I missed the Veliki being broadside because of it. Ah, I'm taking so much damage here. Just I got greedy. Yeah, the Harlem and Cossack don't seem to understand what they're doing here. Which is never exactly a good thing. Ow. What is the button? F5. Okay, well, I will wait to F5 them.
Ship is on fire.
Well, Go-Go Gadget secondaries. They're kind of doing their jobs for now. What are you guys doing way down there?
Torpedoes to starboard.
I'm about to die. I am about to die. Yep.
Ship is on fire.
I'm dead. Harlem, where are you going? You almost could not be further away from where you need to be. And there he goes, Hydro again. I mean, that is a renown. It does have torpedoes. They go 6 kilometers. It is 9 kilometers away. That's the dangerous part. I think I'm understanding. We have found the German main playing something else. I feel like this is going to be a loss. Because the U-190 is probably going to die here. And it's the only thing playing the objective right now. Okay, I think he is stalling the cap. He does just need to kill the Veliki. He's not even paying attention to it. Veliki's 4 kilometers away, my guy. It's still back there. Yep, he's dead.
Attention, defending the base is our primary objective.
No. You think? I'm so tempted to be sassy in chat. You think, little buddy? Why were you not helping this whole time? This ain't a time to be going wide. You need to get into the cap. Okay, the Veliki left. Now there's something else in there. That's probably the Pensa. Yeah, you're not doing anything to a Veliki with armor piercing. There you go. Did he break an engine or did he start a fire? He started a fire. I'm sure the command crew are having a great time. Yeah, Pensacola. You need to shoot him. Smoke screens work 2 ways, genius. I really shouldn't be being this sassy with this guy, but, like, at the same time, this wouldn't be going as bad as it is if the Harlem and Cossack had been helping instead of going off on their little adventure the whole time. Because he's still gonna have a battleship and the Pensa to deal with, because the Congo's coming into the cap too. Like, he took care of the Veliki, great, but... It's just you now, little buddy. Bet you really wish you had a Normandy or Leon to help you out. North Carolina? Especially because that Furious is about to spot him, too. Man, the bots are just feeding him at this point. Jesus. Come on, Congo, get your guns turned. Nah, it's still aiming at the other dude. Come on, Furious, you know where he is. I almost feel like the game is like, you know what, I'll take pity on you. How did a Furious manage that kind of torpedo drop? The bots really are magical things. I should actually get back to playing the game. I do need some coffee, though, so... Wow, that was a defeat. How? With 3 of them still alive, how? How did they lose? Okay, well, I want to go grab some coffee, so I'll be back. Alrighty. Alright, it did unmute my mic, just to make sure. Is that battle end yet? No. You know what I could do? Is I could finally take Shima out. The main issue is, like, I want a commander with points on Shima. But we've only got the one commander we can move around. That being, our Fubuki captain. But I also still want to grind up through Fubuki. So... yeah, it shouldn't matter too much, honestly. I mean, I can get the skills that matter the most for a destroyer, so... it shouldn't matter too much. I'm not going to have any equipment on it either. I was going to, when the equipment was half off, I was going to equip Shima then, and I just completely forgot, and now it's all full price again. So... yeah. I mean, the thing that matters the most is this, which we can afford, but again, like, eh. There we go. Well done, little buddy. And yeah, he's gonna think he played that well and that, like, everyone else let him down because he was at the very top, but no. No. That was... that was very much he let everyone else down. I should actually be working on dockyard stuff. What the hell am I doing? Need to receive potential damage or set fires, cause floods as destroyers. We get 200 bomb hits. Potential damage is probably the easiest, but in asymmetrics maybe not as much as setting fires and causing floods. Because, like, this does have a 6% fire chance. This has 9. The Fubuki here also has 9. Far fewer guns, though. Where is you? How far off of the tier 6 am I? Less than 30,000, but I need more silver, because I don't want to sell a tier 5. Or I could just simply do some, like, co-ops or something. Yeah, potential damage is kind of the easiest thing I can do, isn't it? But we did just get a phase. Maybe this will give me some silver. No. 30,000 free XP. I'm still debating if I get to the point of having only these left, of maybe getting Niord for this account. So it'll be 6,000 doubloons. Which is not bad for a tier 9, and I know I'm going to like Niord. So I like Carl Johan. The main thing is I don't really want to spend a huge amount of money on this account. So, like... the other thing I've been debating on, especially now that it's less than 2,000 doubloons, is picking up the event pass. Because that's really not much money. You know, I'm going to look into that right now. Just because I know there's a glare on my my webcam, I don't want to even possibly show any credit card details on screen. Just want to double check how much money I even have. It's not the button I meant to click. Go. So I apologize there's no, like, game audio right now. Again, that's an issue with World of Warships itself. Yeah, I think actually I can do that and still be above where I want to be. So. Just Gotta make sure I'm on the EU shop. Would be really funny if I bought the doubloons I needed on NA. That would be really funny. Now, let's hop down to here. Does it tell me exactly how much I need? It doesn't. I need to do that math myself. Why you gotta make me do math, game? I suppose it's 3,500, but so I need 2, 3, 2, 4. Yeah, that's fine. Why is it text so small? Okay. There's something I needed to tick. Why they gotta make small text? Nobody wants small text wargaming. Nobody. Not even you want small text. And again, I apologize. I'm doing my best to fill the void while I do this. I'm also attempting to do this as quickly as I can. Watch me make a mistake and have to redo it. Okay. Doubloons. Let's get that up. Get that back on. Hello. Because everything sensitive is now off the screen. Rewards. We can buy 12 more containers. I'm not going to. Now we have a crap load of Santa containers to open. I'm going to pop these open just to get them out of the way, and then we're going to just go through the Santa containers and see if we get anything else. So that'd be pretty neat to see. Start with this one. It has the highest chance. We didn't, but we got silver. We need some silver. Watch this, like, give me back basically all those doubloons. That would be really funny. More silver. Pretty handy. Pretty handy and dandy. Coal, I'll take it. More economic bonuses, gladly take them. There is literally nothing in these containers I don't want, so all of these things are useful. I mean, I would definitely prefer getting a ship, but I'm happy with economic boosters and silver and coal and steel and free XP and commander XP. Like, I'm perfectly happy with all of that. Some more coal. Flags. Honestly, the flags are probably the thing I'm least interested in, but I'll still take them. And final Santa container. No ships. That's fine. A lot of neat stuff. Got a lot of silver there, and we now have this, which is Leon, but for a secondary build, and we really don't have a commander for this. Well, we do. We have this guy, right. So we can actually do it. It says to take Demo and Inertia Fuse. I wouldn't. But that's just me. I'd rather take Preventative Maintenance. And this. And then these, because secondaries. This will give us a nice trainer for our European stuff. But, like, Inertia Fuse isn't bad to have. That getting up to 27 mil means that you can pen every Tier 7 and lower battleship, as well as Tier 8 plus cruisers in the bow and stern. But it doesn't help you against Tier 8 plus battleships. And it also heavily impacts your fire chance, which does help you against those battleships. So you also really want preventative maintenance, because you really want to keep these turrets alive. If those turrets die, you lose such a huge amount of your firepower. It's kind of insane. Secondary mod. Prop mod. And we now have 9.5 kilometer secondary range. You know, let's actually just take an extra 0.5% fire chance. I could take a whole full percent. Actually, no, I feel like the ramming flag's probably just flat out better. So while we're here, throw that on. I don't need one of those. Let's throw that on, and we'll throw that on. Now let's play around with this thing, because we can. But I also do want to see, how much coal am I up to now? 17,000. Okay. And then I'll be able to get some of these pretty soon. That'll be like tomorrow. So, that'll be nice. The Lugdunum. Don't know if I'm even remotely pronouncing that correctly. It honestly feels like anytime I think I'm pronouncing something Swedish or Dutch correctly, I'm not. So, you know, I will gladly pronounce it correctly if someone will tell me how to pronounce it. I'm also still torn on whether you should be using high explosive or AP out of this thing. The AP definitely works, but actually I want the HE to start because that's a lot of destroyers. But it also doesn't work a lot of the time, and its damage is lower than Leon's. So with Leon, it's a no-brainer, but that damage is actually a lot closer when you consider this is either going to bounce or overpen most of the time.
You call this a storm? Do not worry. This is Arctic summer.
Okay. Let's see. How many of these fellow battleships know what they're doing? Does that division of cruisers know what it's doing? What is that? Makarov? Makarov. Right, that's the Russian Königsberg. Or Nuremberg. Or whichever one's the tier 6. I can remember ships. Okay, the Makarov knows what it's doing, at least. Hopefully he's telling his buddy, hey, come to the cap. Now, to wait for our targets. The best part of this thing, though, is that it literally has better accuracy than Leon. So if you wanted to build this thing into being a gunboat, you're still better than Leon. Like, this thing existing kind of removes the point of Leon existing. Like, it's just kind of better. In just about every way, except raw AP damage. But you're firing so much more often that it more than makes up for it. Okay, let's see here. You're in secondary range. Basically just gonna try and get to a point where I'm both-siding it. Get some both sides action going on.
Fire is more dangerous than flooding. Put it out.
Fire is not more dangerous than flooding. Thank you very much. Fire does not impact your maneuverability. Flooding does. Okay, trying to stay ready for the Congo. As well as for any torpedoes that might be on the way. I think I'm going to change my focus to the moving it. It's probably about to get respotted, so that would be my guess. Yep, there it is. Okay. La Argentina. Fire off the heel. I will gladly soak up all this potential damage. Okay, broke those torpedo tubes. Still have yet to have one of these guns break, which is nice. I think one of my first games on my main account, which was also streamed, I had like one of the secondaries break within seconds of the first battle I played. Which was not ideal, to put it lightly. Yep, there goes one. So I've now lost, like, almost half of my firepower from that side of the ship. That is where I really don't think this thing's going to usurp West Virginia 44 as the, like, go-to ranked ship. Yeah, let's get focused on the Izakaze. I have more of my guns on that side as well, so... let's make sure it goes down. I kind of want to turn, but got a bit wishy-washy there. I think I'm going to die here. Come on, team.
Sometimes you just need a big hammer to fix things.
I've tanked enough for y'all. It's about time for you guys to start tanking for me. Okay. Congo's probably going to die to my secondaries, which is also why IFHE is really not great for this ship. Like, I'm still dealing damage to him. Because, well, quite simply... Ah, crap, I can't see the emerald. I was going to try and nuke the emerald before I go down. Like, your shells are still penning superstructures. Which is what they're going to be hitting most of the time anyway. So, like... You're good, you know? I'm probably dead here. Oh, not quite. Now, there I go. There you go, boys. Almost 2 million potential damage. It's about time for you guys to be the ones taking the shots, I guess. Now that almost everything is dead. These cruisers are just hiding in the corner. I mean, I suppose the Makarov got shot by something. It's a Nuremberg. It got shot by something. That's just what happens. Okay, which is this? This is the center line guns. Okay. That's... Koenigs? Or is Koenigs the one where they're offset? I don't remember. I know whichever one it is. It's just the German cruiser. Yeah, I'm aware, game. I've already redeemed stuff in there. Tech tree. It's Nuremberg. Koenigs is the tier 5. It's literally just this ship, but Russian. And Königsberg here. The rear guns are offset. Same hull, it's just the guns are offset for some reason. But I guess they hadn't figured out how to make them centerline. Bit weird, but whatever boats their float. Let's hop into another one. This is a fun ship. But I don't think it's going to usurp West Virginia 44 as the go-to secondary brawler for Tier 7 ranked. Just simply because West Virginia 44, while it may not have as much secondary DPM, its DPM isn't that far off. And if it loses one turret, it's not losing the bulk of its secondary firepower like Lugdunum is. Lugdunum, if it loses one of those quads, it's going from 12 guns on one side to 8. West Virginia loses a gun, it's going from 10 to 8. Like... This flank again! Why do I always spawn here? Wargaming! I am convinced there are spawn points tied to your account that the game will try to have you spawn at. Nah, I don't do divisions. I ain't Tom Clancy.
How do you say it? Following the seas. Make your own luck. Good luck. Stay safe.
I ain't no Tom Clancy. I ain't the Division. Now, if this was the NA server and it was like one of my clanmates, yeah, I'd join them, but this is the EU server. I probably can't even communicate with those people. Okay. There's a lot of cruisers. I think I'll keep the AP loaded. So much nicer just playing asymmetrics. Like, I still feel bad of how ranty I got at the end of the last stream, but that just happens with this game. I don't think you can play World of Warships without having something frustrate you. And obviously, everyone's always going to feel their complaints are the most important ones. The main issue I have is when people think their complaints are the most important ones, paired with also thinking that they are completely right and there's not even a possibility that they are wrong. Those are the people who hate aircraft carriers. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, that got into range close sooner. I will actually put those out because there was 2 fires. Ow. Did that break a turret already? No, okay. Okay, I am definitely the only thing that's going to be taking fire here, so... It's a good thing I need potential damage. The problem is that Alba is going to be launching torpedoes. Pretty sure it just died before it could launch its torpedoes, so I'm probably safe. Ah! See, these guns are amazing against cruisers. And maybe I'm crazy, but these just simply feel more accurate than even gun build Leon, which is running main gun dispersion. And I'm pretty sure it's just simply because these aren't using French dispersion. Man, sub. You are, like, trying to hit me with your torpedoes, aren't you? Where did that come from? Torrento? Maybe. It did just time out, so... Like, sub, I am not trying to get in your way here, my guy, but... You're not making it easy for me to not be in your way. Just keeping an eye on my secondaries. Pretty sure they're all still up. Yeah. Okay. Let's get accelerating. How those 2 tier 8s haven't cleaned out their flank yet is beyond me. Doesn't really make sense. Like... They're literally a secondary brawler and a sap shotgun. Like, they shouldn't be having any issues whatsoever over there. Rude. Because I don't mind the turret being damaged. Man, if only playing this thing could get me XP for Leon. That would be so nice. But that's not how it works. It's like right here's a point where I'm really feeling like maybe high explosive would be doing better. But I don't know. I mean, definitely right here. Gotta love these secondaries, though. They're so nice. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get to the Ryujo in time. Let's see if I can get the cap. Maybe eat some sky candy. It's gonna get to drop one bomb. I just cut the cap. 9 planes shot down, though. Which is also really nice about this ship. It has pretty solid AA. I could very well see throwing the AA skills on this thing. If you're running it more of a gun build. Just trade out... God, what... I'm gonna need to see the commander skills. I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, did pretty good. Almost topped the team. You trade out where you're running a gun build. You wouldn't be running the secondaries. So you basically trade out basics of survivability for focus fire training. Because you always want adrenaline rush. Basically, just imagine this is that, and your build would basically be that, but this is probably either Furious or Fire Prevention, whichever you decide to go for. And that could be a pretty solid build. Because, like, this is good air defense. I mean, honestly, this is the better AA skill. This is the one you should be taking anyway. Like, for everyone else, focus fire training comes first. But for whatever reason, on battleships, they're flipped. I suppose it's just to give you a 2-point skill worth taking. Alternatively, they could just make these 2-point skills better. Like, way back in the day, priority target used to be a go-to skill, which is why it's 2 points now, because everybody was taking it. But that's because it used to be 1 point. So there was no reason not to take it, because there really wasn't a better 1-point skill. I mean, you could also take Gunfeeder, but Gunfeeder also didn't work this way back in those days. Gunfeeder used to be, you had to have your guns fully reloaded first before its effect would come into play. So basically, Gunfeeder was worthless back in the day. If Gunfeeder worked like this back then, everyone would have been taking it instead of priority target. Like, even now, as far as 1-point skills go, like, if you're looking at battleships, like, preventative maintenance. If you're a battleship with other consumables, maybe consumable specialist. Like, Bungo, maybe. Getting back to your spotter a bit faster. But past that, maybe Gunfeeder. Even then, most battleships don't change their ammo type. They pick their favorite and never change. So, like, they could put PT back to 1. buff Demo Expert and put Demo Expert at 2. Like, really, this for battleships should be basically 5% for main battery, 2% for secondary battery at 2 points. That might sound like a lot, but you gotta remember, you're adding 5% on top of, even in this case, 24%. That's only barely a fifth more fire chance. Like, you know, it's still not much. And then there's the built-in fire resistances, and you already have a lower rate of fire, and, like, Demo Expert's just hot garbage. You should never take Demo Expert. Even on a ship like this with good secondaries, I still wouldn't take it, because it's only 1%. You can get 1% without using any commander points by just putting the fire chance flags on your ship. And that's also giving you 2% more fire chance on your main guns. So, why, you know, sure, you could mix them, and now you've got 2% more fire chance on your secondaries, and is it like 3% more on your main guns? But that's not worth it for the commander point. Like, I will continue to kind of harp on this stuff, because one of Wargaming's reasonings for doing the commander rework the way they did it was to encourage build diversity. Because basically every cruiser was running the same build, fundamentally. Every destroyer was basically running the same build. Every battleship was basically running the same build. Every aircraft carrier was running basically the same build. Because everybody had access to the exact same skills. So your Stalingrad or your Siegfried was running the exact same build as your Kremlin or Kurfürst. Like, there was no build variety, and I get that. That needed to change. But the problem is, we're still running basically the standard battleship build on every battleship. We're still running the standard cruiser build on every cruiser. There's really no room for build diversity, because there just simply is best skills. Like, if Demo Expert was a 2-point skill for battleships, and gave 5% main gun fire chance, 2% secondaries with the same blast radius boost, that would be something to consider over Brisk or AA Expert. As it stands, I mean, sure, it's a 1-point skill, but of the 1-point skills, is it really better than Gunfeeder? The skill to reduce the cooldown for your damage control and heal? Consumables Expert? Like, it's not better than any of those skills. And even those skills, you're basically only taking the one that's relevant to your ship. If you're a tanking build, you're taking faster cooldown on your heal and damage control. If you're a secondary build, you're taking preventative maintenance. You're not considering the other 1-pointers because you don't have room for more than one 1-pointer. I actually want to get my high explosive loaded because I'm going to be dealing with a destroyer, so. At 2-point, Brisk and AA Expert are just flat out the best skills at 2 points. AA Expert being in other ships a 4-point skill, battleships get it for 2. And again, you don't have room for more than one 2-point skill. There's no variety to be had there because you're going to want 3 5-pointers and not 5-pointers, 4-pointers. Yeah, 5-pointer skills. That would actually probably mix things up a bit, add an extra level of skill without changing the level of commanders any. That would actually be rather neat. Boo. Hatsuharu. But, and you also want 2 3-point skills. Well, your 3 4s and 2 3s, that's the bulk of your skill points. You don't have room to play around anywhere else. You can't take an extra 2-point or 1-point skill without giving up your far better 3 or 4 point skill that you'd have to give up. And, like, there's some cases where there's an argument to be made for maybe taking 1 less 4 point, a 3 point, and a 1 point, but those are some rough arguments to make. Like, it's sure not an easy decision, you know? Like, also, man, I am very exposed here. Ow. Man, if I could see that cruiser. There it is. I broke a gun. It's not exactly what I want to break on it. The Ramat has some pretty dangerous torpedoes. I think I'm at its angle, too. Okay, I think I'm good. But, like, even changes they've made to some of the skills have really reduced their versatility. Like, IFHE at 30% was usable. Like, you would take it on things other than 150mm armed light cruisers and the Japanese destroyers. You had reason to take it on other things because it would get you to thresholds that matter. You don't have that option anymore. It's 25% now. Back in those days, it was also a flat, fixed percent reduced fire chance, which, you know, didn't really matter. Which, that was more the problem. It didn't really have a downside. Not that it was applicable everywhere. It just simply didn't have a downside to it. Man, I am taking a lot of fire. Okay, I'm probably going to take hits from the Bayern, but... Ow. That'll get me nicely angled. That's actually too far. I am nicely angled. But... Yeah, I'll let that fire burn, thanks. Okay, so that turret is not firing. Come on, little buddy. Get in the fight. Now I'll put out the fire. Okay, what would that be? That's a Gata. Okay. Loading the high explosive. Okay. Final heal going down.
Big hammer to fix things.
Secondaries on the Gata. They don't have their accuracy yet, but that's fine. This is gonna hurt. Ow. Yeah. Hey, Yukon, you wanna, like, get in the fight? You've barely moved, my guy. There's literally only 2 of them left. One of my turrets is broke. Yep.
Fire is more dangerous.
The fact you can really feel when one of those quads is broken. Like... Only about 4.3 million more potential damage. That's obtainable. But yeah, like... Let's just go over battleship skills here. And I'm just going to point out, more or less, when skills are redundant or bad. Gunfeeder. Pretty good. It's not what you'll always want, but there is an argument to be made for using it. Demo Expert is bad. Consumable Specialist basically never has a point on a ship. There's basically no battleship lines with good extra consumables. There's the Germans with their Hydro, but they don't care. Emergency Repair Specialist. It's probably the most generically useful 1-point skill for battleships. I would guess 80% of battleships are running this skill. Incoming Fire Alert is basically pointless. It's not bad in a destroyer, but on a battleship, you probably see those shells coming. Preventative Maintenance, if you're a secondary build, you're running it. Otherwise, it's garbage. You're never going to run it. Grease the Gears. This one, someone might argue it's good. I would argue it's pointless. There's no reason to ever run Grease the Gears. Have some patience. Patience is better than Grease the Gears, because that frees up your 2 points for another skill. IFHE, basically redundant on battleships. There are very specific cases where this is your 2-point skill. Those are the German battle cruisers. Past that, or a German premium if it's not one with 128s instead of 105s. Brisk, one of the best skills you can run. Vigilance. This could be 0 points, and I imagine a lot of people still wouldn't run it. It's not the worst, but like, it used to be worse. This used to be a 4-point skill and didn't increase your torpedo damage reduction. The main thing with this is I'm pretty sure, and if I'm wrong about this, someone please correct me. I am pretty sure that only applies if your battleship actually has torpedo damage torpedo bulges to begin with, and only on hits that actually hit the torpedo bulges, making it pretty redundant for most ships. This is a noob trap. Yeah, it can be nice when you're learning the game to know, hey, there's 3 people aiming at me. It can also be useful for if there's a destroyer around and you're being aimed at, and suddenly now you're not being aimed at, the destroyer is probably aiming at you with torpedoes. Game sense can tell you the same things a priority target does. AA Expert? Good skill. You should run it. People are obsessed with throwing their depth charge drops around. This will give you faster consumable reload most of the time. Even if you're not running it for the extra AA damage, it's still useful to run for when your AA guns are firing, you get 40% faster consumable reload. It's basically a, whenever your AA guns are firing, a Pan-American Cruiser funny button. Like, heavy AP. Not actually as bad as people think it is, but it's not good enough to, in general, recommend. It's not terrible, though. If you're a secondary build, you run it. If not, you ignore it completely. Always. Tank build. There are points where this could be useful. I don't think it's worth 3 points. If this was 2 points, it would be in contention for your 2-point skill. But, no. If you really want to go full AA, you can drop this for this, but you're never giving up this. You know, better than people think it is. Honestly, I feel like Furious is a go-to 4-point skill. If you're a secondary build, you're running it. Otherwise, you're ignoring it. Garbage. This needs to be like 3 points. Or just be part of manual secondary. On paper, increasing your main battery reload after an enemy has been spotted within your secondary range isn't the worst. But the problem is it only counts your range when the battle starts. So like you would think, oh, run it on the Pan American battleships. No, it's still only your base range. Increasing the range doesn't change it. So it's only when they're within 12 kilometers of you, basically. I mean, that's not the worst. That is where you want to be, but you also want to survive, which is why you'd run this instead. And this instead. Because these are your other go-to 3-point skills. They are what you run. These are what you always are running on every battleship. And then you either take Fire Prevention or Furious on a gun build, or you take Manual Secondary if it's a secondary build. Like, Fire Prevention is around the same usefulness as Furious. These are fairly well-balanced skills. This is, do you want to kill things? This is, do you want to maybe survive? I'd rather kill things, because killing things keeps them from setting you on fire in the first place. Plus, being set on fire isn't all that bad for most ships, especially if you're running Emergency Repair Expert. Like, most of these skills, you're never gonna run. Like, they really could combine all of these skill trees back into one tree with the changed skills, and cruisers are still gonna run the cruiser skills. Battleships are still gonna run their battleship skills. Like, it wouldn't matter. And then, like, cruisers are probably the frickin' worst. Because, like, what do you do on, like, a cruiser with only AP? Like, it's where I'm probably going to be grabbing that. These, I guess. Probably this. Because almost none of these other skills matter. Like, I don't know why this isn't crossed out. I've only got AP. Like, it's just, it's dumb. So many of these skills need just reworked and rebalanced, and instead, Wargaming's gutting aircraft carriers and going to be fully reworking that skill tree, because they almost have to. I mean, seeing the carrier skill tree during their beta test of, or their closed test of, not closed, the open test. Kind of closed. Invite-only test of aircraft carrier, the aircraft carrier rework. Almost this entire skill tree was just crossed out. It was worse than this. Like, freaking, like, this was crossed out. This was crossed out. This was crossed out. This was, no, that one wasn't crossed out. This was crossed out. This was crossed out. This was crossed out. I'm just thinking back to Hakuryu. This, I believe, was crossed out. Like, there was so many more of the skills just crossed out. It's like, yeah, you guys are really gonna have to rework this tree, aren't you? But back into actual battle. Done kind of ranting about commander skills. I just want the commander skill trees to be better. Because, like, I want build variety. I want to be able to do something that feels like it's worth doing but, like, and feel like I can actually do my own thing to a degree with my ships. Like, and not be hindering them. But to run a lot of the bad skills, I would just be reducing the combat effectiveness of my ship. That is all I would be doing. There's no good reason to use those skills, because all you're doing is making your ship worse. And there's, for 90% of those skills that aren't very good, there's no, like, analog of, like, well, it's good on this specific premium or this idea of a premium. Like, it just doesn't exist. When it comes to cruisers, there's just way too many different ideas of what a cruiser is for that skill tree to be generally useful for any of them. So there is some build variety for cruisers. But that's just because a battle cruiser wants different skills than a light cruiser. A light cruiser with armor piercing only wants different skills from one that has high explosive. One that has radar wants different skills than one that doesn't have radar. You know, it's one of those cases where, like, yeah, there is some level of build variety, but it's not because there's actually that many good skills. It's just simply because there are ships for the bad skills. And even then, there's still some skills for cruisers that are so just scratch your head bad that no one would run them. I'd actually love to see a spreadsheet from Wargaming on, like, what commander skills are used the most per class. Like, I would love to see that. Honestly, I'd love to know what any of you guys watching this use for your basic go-to builds. Like, if you're building a standard battleship, like, let's say you're building out the skills on a North Carolina, what would you put on it? Do they match what I would say to put on it? You know, I am legitimately curious. If you're building out, say, a standard cruiser, let's say a Des Moines, what would you put on it? Building out a Goliath, what would you put on that? I am legitimately very curious about these things. I don't think those are going to get over the island in time. The way I need. Yeah, it turned. Rude. Hey, little destroyer. I can't just check what nation that is. I could swear that's French, but then it dropped smoke. So that must be the... Yeah, that's the European Tier 5 of their new line. Relatively new line. Ooh, an Ismail. Ooh. That thing turns broadside. Okay, the Fiji's gonna get itself killed. Let's fire off a heal. Okay, I'm almost to the point of having some both sides action going on. I'm gonna stay focused on the Selbies. Because I'm honestly more worried about it than the Normandy. At the angle I'm at to the Normandy. Like, I mean, the Selbies is going to be launching APME too, because I'm on fire. And that's just what the bots do when you're on fire for some reason. Which, I mean, is nice. Like, that is a level of thinking I was not ever expecting from wargaming bots. Ow. Fire off another heal. It's one thing I love about this ship is these are quick cooldown heals. Ooh, chunking. You're pretty frail. It's a tier 5 light cruiser. It's pretty frail. Quite the party they got going on over there. I don't know how they're able to look at me, tanking this like nobody's business, and go, let's all huddle up in smoke. Let's all huddle up in smoky. We don't want to get shot at. It might scratch our paint. I don't know why I gave them kind of a Canadian accent. That is not the way a Canadian would think. It will forever be funny to me seeing people witness, like, what Canada is capable of once we go to war. Aww. I mean, it's a bit of a joke, but it's also kind of accurate to say that the Geneva Convention gets updated every time Canada goes to war. Like... and is in a lot of ways a response to Canadians having gone to war. We're very nice people. Until you make us fight. And then we just want to be home. So we're gonna win that fight. By whatever means we deem necessary. If that Ismail could die for me, that'd be great. There we go. Yay, both those turrets are still up. Come on, Colorado. How are you looking at me tanking this well? And still hiding?
Fire is more dangerous than running. Put it out.
I don't get it. I don't know how that Heshen Yang isn't just torpedoing everything to death. It's a Heshen Yang. Like, jeez. Okay, I need to put these fires out. Keep an eye out for the La Argentina. There it is.
You just need a big hammer to fix things. They were no match for us. Ah!
Let's actually swap to the Normandy. Because the Iron Duke's about to be behind the island to me, because I'm coming this way. Basically, just gonna try and limit the number of them that can shoot at me. Bonk. Ow. I got reverse bonked. I got Uno reversed. How dare. I love how most of the reason why the Normandy just got damaged is because of the bad dispersion. Because if that thing had actually good dispersion to it, the AI would have just shot into my angled armor belt and not done anything. It's not even paying attention to me now. Rude. It's very rude, sir. I am spotted. I suppose our conning towers can see each other. Wonder, can I get that shot? I shouldn't bother trying, because I'm about to have shots on him anyway. There we go. Hey, the Colorado finally left his safety island. I didn't even notice. Well done, buddy. You did it. I don't even understand. The fact the Fiji outperformed all of them. And he was dead in the first, like, 5 minutes. Like, how? How? I mean, I'm glad to take the potential damage. Don't get me wrong. But, like, how? I was gonna hop to randoms, but everyone's on NA right now. Time is it? It's 1:20 in the morning. Yeah, I'll go till the hour. Bringing in good chunks of silver, though. Still really wish working on this thing would get me XP towards working through Leon. But technically it is, because I've been earning a bunch of free XP, and I could realistically just research Richelieu. I don't have the silver to buy Richelieu, but I could sell Leon and pretend it was all just a bad dream. I do have the XP to pick up the hull. I should probably pick up the hull. And I do have the silver for it. I don't want it, but I have it. Yeah. Yawn's so bad. Like, it's very much a case of, I'm not going to say you would never be able to pull off a game like this in Leon, but you're probably going to be really hard-pressed to pull off a game like this in Leon, even in asymmetrics. Like, you're just simply not as strong as Ligdunum. Ligdunum is just simply better. Which is, like, I don't get it. I just don't. Like, the only advantage Leon has is if you buy the range upgrade, you'll have more range. But, like, it's not really a benefit. I've got the B hull now. Let's work more on Leon. Oh, I don't want to work on Leon. But I want Richelieu. I don't want Alsace, but I want Republique. Oh, hey. It me, but better. Okay, I'm with the King George. I don't have to worry about being upstaged on this flank. The one thing I will say is that at the very least, Leon doesn't need to worry about what ammo type to use, because you're just using AP against everything. You may as well roll the dice and hope, rather than roll the dice on potentially less max damage. Like... And, like, if I were to throw the secondary upgrades onto this thing, it would have the same secondary range as, Lugdunum. But it wouldn't have that accuracy. And I'm pretty sure it also has a slower rate of fire on the secondaries, too. Like, all in all, Leon is just worse with secondaries than Lugdunum is. Because that's Lugdunum's gimmick. The problem is, Leon is less accurate on its main guns, too. Like, I don't think I would have minded Lugdunum and wouldn't consider it as much of a direct upgrade if they had buffed Leon when they released it. Like, if Leon had been given, like, even a 28-second reload. Or 29-second. Well, let's go generous on game balance. We'll give it 29-second reload. And just 0.1 Sigma better. Lugdunum would still have more DPM out of its main guns, but they'd have the same Sigma at least. Leon would then have Normandy Sigma, which would make it a definitive upgrade over Normandy. As it stands, the ships are roughly comparatively equals, just simply because of how much less accurate Leon is. Like, it's just kind of silly. King George is the tech tree, right? Yeah, it's Duke of York that's the premium. So he's probably going to be lobbing high explosive then. Or maybe if they had, like, buffed Leon's turret angles or something. Yep, there goes the high explosive. I don't understand why British battleship players do that. Because his guns are bigger than mine. I just dealt more damage than he did. My guy, you have high explosive loaded and you're not shooting the destroyer. What? Yeah, I can deal with the Leander, my guy. Yes, you should. My guy. You're the one with HE already loaded. Wait, my guy! I'm gonna eat one torpedo. He swapped to AP. My guy! Why do you not want to shoot a destroyer? What did that destroyer do to you and your family that you just don't want anything to do with it? I mean, I'm at the kind of range where, like, my secondaries are doing the job. I should probably shoot the destroyer because
On fire.
it's not like he's doing it. I'm not at its torpedo angles, though. Yeah, I'll still fire that front gun at it. Gonna put out the fire. Fire off that heel. Was really kind of hoping I'd break one of his guns.
Ship is on fire.
Okay, I definitely want to put out these fires as soon as I can. If I live. I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah, that's the Leon experience right there. I have no idea what this King George is doing. I mean, he found his 2 key. I'll give him that. He found his 2 key. But, like... What? Also, the friendly cruiser died here? How? Okay. British battleship players, man. You know what? I'll keep going with this thing. I was saying of swapping over to the cruiser. The Pan American cruiser that I don't want to play either. Which, as much as I don't like Leon, it's still a battleship. Which goes a long way to making it playable. The Pan American light cruisers are cruisers. That's a pretty big downside to have and also be crap. So, you know. Like, it really goes a long way of just how bad those cruisers are when, like, they have super heals, and I would still almost rather play any other ship than them. I very much, anytime I'm playing them, regret that spur-of-the-moment decision back when I was first starting this series, first making this account. And I know I could just go back to the Japanese light cruisers. I could just free XP into the tier 5 or 6 and be having a slightly better time. Those ships are still nothing special and are pretty bad. And there's a new tier 9 premium coming that's a Mogami that is basically going to power creep the Japanese light cruiser line in its entirety. Because Mogami already basically does that. And this will be Mogami, but better. Like, I love how part of their thing of like, oh, one of the downsides of this ship will be that its turret traverse is slow. Mogami already has a slow turret traverse, and it doesn't make her weak. Doesn't even incentivize you to run grease the gears. You just simply don't turn the guns, you turn the ship, and you put your ship in a position where you won't need to turn your guns. It's not that difficult.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
That is a battleship of some renown. I'll see myself out. Ah. Yep. 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 I can't blame the Akazuki. You got smoke, use the smoke. He's killing the target that matters. I'm not gonna complain. Saves me from shooting at the thing. So. And I will help the hipper when I can. I just want to be sure I'm good before I turn. Yeah, Aki, you could just shoot it. It's just a Leander. I also just ate a pretty big salvo from that Normandy. I think the hipper... No, the hipper's not good. Okay. Oh, there's a Devonshire there, too.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
I should put that fire out. Okay. Oh, this... Okay, I was gonna say, this is gonna hurt. Okay, I love this enhanced adrenaline rush. I'm finally to the point that this ship should be at by default for reload. It's really nice. I'm actually, at this point of health, at a higher amount of reload boost from adrenaline rush than you can possibly have normally. Because it doubles the effectiveness. So at half health, you're getting old full health amount, basically.
Cruisers suck.
Fire off the heel. Swing the ship, because that swings the guns.
Ship is on fire.
Does Mackinson have torpedoes? I don't remember. So I'm just gonna turn like it does. Especially because I can still keep 8 guns on target doing that, so... Okay, hipper torpedoes probably have that. Almost no. Well, the Zeton led the way and then found out that Renown has torpedoes. I love when that happens. Especially, like, being the Renown. Seeing someone be like, yeah, I'm gonna get you, and it's like... I got torpedoes, my guy. What are you doing? Okay. The New Mexico couldn't make up its mind, so it shot both of us. Okay, I'm gonna turn hard right. Because there is still the Mackinson out there. There's the Renown here. Which again, like, I'm not having a bad game here, but like... I'm only at 115,000 damage. And I feel like I've put in a lot more effort than Lugdunum has to get this same amount of damage.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
Like... It's, definitely not as good as Lugdunum. Sorry, Aki, but I needed to turn to get my guns on target. If you slow down, you can get free. Okay, or not. I have the worst turret angles known to man. I mean, top in the team, but like, that just... And like, I feel like a lot of it is just the difference in reload. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you're just firing more shells out of Lugdunum. So, if a salvo misses, it doesn't really matter. I mean, 81, 216, that is around the same ratio as I'm getting out of Leon. 73, 168, Leon actually seems to be hitting more. Somehow. 69 to 112, like, hitting a lot. So how is this a loss? Guys. King George. Let's come suffer. I won't be running the defensive AA because no real point. I'm so tempted to just ditch this line and these are so much better. I at least want to try and get my first win. The keyword there is try, because the battle impact of Bolognese is not high at all. And like, I want these cruisers to be good so bad. I am really excited for the Dutch light cruisers coming. I'm definitely picking them up on my main. I'm not sure if I'll go for them on this account, but I'm definitely getting them on my main as soon as I can. Because, like, they're light cruisers with okay rate of fire and high explosive. They're what I want out of a light cruiser. And they have an airstrike, which is pretty neat. And there's going to be a Dutch commander that's basically Golden Lion legendary upgrade for everybody. The Gudin-Livu, or whatever it would be. That sounds too French. But whatever. Dutch is hard. Oh boy, a pair of Akis. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, game. I know where I'm going, but it's not a great position to take up, but it's the only one I really can. General's quarters. I think I'm basically going right there. I do wish there was more maps to asymmetrics. Gonna be real. I wish they would implement every map to them. But I do understand why they don't, and it's because the AI in here is definitely, like... The AI is different for asymmetrics. I won't say it's better, but it's different. It makes decisions. To a degree. Based on the map, and the geography of the map. So, like... I can understand why they don't just have every map, but at this point, they should really just have every map. They've had time to program it. Oh, hey, an aircraft carrier. I'm not running defensive AA. It's also probably not coming for me, and those two are not coming to help. That was a Christmas gift, probably. As is that one, probably. Anyone who's had Aki for a while has the camo that the guy in the last battle there had. That was from an event a couple of years back, though. So I suppose someone could have started between then and now. Oh, Paltfa. It's a ship that, like, I've seen around and kind of want, but...
Enemy force detected.
Oh no, I'm spotted. I missed. I didn't miss. But now I can't shoot him again. The Aki and NC are gonna die. Those are probably free gift accounts. And they for sure do not know what they are doing. I should really change over to the Icarus over there. Okay, let's shoot at what I know I can hit. Did I catch it in time? Yes, I think I did, to save at least some of my progress. It's hard to tell, honestly. Oh, the Renown's looking at me now. I'd rather you didn't. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay, it didn't hurt anywhere near as much as I thought it was going to. Okay, changing over to the Torrento. Those poor squirrels. Because the Torrento is actually close enough and at the right angle for me to hurt them. And now I can... I suppose I still got one Citadel. Now I can't. Thankfully, I know I'm safe over here from at least any torpedoes from the Torrento, because the island. Ow. The fact that on paper this thing is better than Fiji. Gotta love Overmatch. I'm properly angled, but like hell it matters. That sucks. Losing like all of my health to that. Like, the annoying thing is, like, this thing lasts 30 seconds. Like, this funny button lasts 30 seconds. I used that the moment my heal was off running. So, basically, max benefit from it. 30, 50, that's 80-second cooldown on the heal. That's a standard cooldown! 80 seconds is not faster than normal. Why don't I just have a normal cooldown? Like, especially because it's basically a waste to use the funny button again if I even get it back before I get the heal back. Because yeah, I'm gonna have 10 seconds left, maybe? 8. There's no point using it now. I basically have the heal back. But like, that's just a standard cooldown. And I'm about to really need this healing. Really wish I had guns or armor or both.
The ship is on fire.
Or help. Help would also be nice.
Problem solved, sir.
I am struggling. This is a point where I am gonna just mash this. I need the heal right now. I need that healing. Yes, go gadget torpedo. Okay, it's just the Durflinger now. Ow. That is basically like saying, oh, it's just a knife to my neck now instead of one also to anywhere else on my body. Be creative in that thought process. NC, really proud of you for making a trip around the world down there, but man, would it be really nice if you were in the base? Like, it's great and all, you killed the aircraft carrier, well done. But we lose now. Because those are probably going to miss. Because the Durflinger would have turned. No, I hit with 2 of them. Flood is flooding. And now it's... Oh, no, it's still going. This is over. We needed that other Aki and the NC to come to the base. But instead, they went on a journey. And that journey did not bear fruit. They went on their journey to the north. Even though they didn't deserve it. They didn't make the attendance, but The teacher let them in anyway. And yeah. End result, fairly obvious. But the sad thing is, this NC is probably going to score decently well. And think that what they did was a good thing. They're going to think it was everyone else's fault. Yep. Second on the team, they're going to think it was everyone else's fault. And to be fair, with one of the Akis, they were right. But, nah. I don't really have time to play another battle, so I guess Bolognese's just not getting its first win today. Oh no. I will probably be back with more of this on... Well, maybe more of this on Tuesday. I might actually do Poke Rogue on Tuesday. But either way, I'll be back streaming again on Tuesday. Tomorrow is my day off of doing anything other than Animal Crossing. So, yeah. If you liked this content, if you like what I do, I have a YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, hey, you're already there. Look at you. So smart. If you're on Twitch, there's a little link to it in the bottom button. It says YouTube. It's a pretty cool looking font. It's Tulip font. It's pretty cool. I really love that font. You can find my YouTube there, where I do basically daily uploads of Animal Crossing, uploading currently Katamari Damacy Reroll every Monday, Wednesday, Friday until that series is done. I do basically a video series Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, which is a lot harder to say. Streaming is not always going to be World of Warships, but this is basically the continuation of a video series I had been doing on my YouTube channel that is now over here. But yeah, with all that said and out of the way, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here next time I'm streaming on Tuesday for more streaming. Like I said, it'll probably be Poke Rogue. I might change my mind between now and then. But like, next Thursday is update day, so I kind of want to do Thursday, Saturday Warships again. So, and someone shows up just as I'm ending. Hello, Enzo. I apologize. I am ending my stream. I've been at this for about 4 hours. I do hope... I do hope you are having a good day, though. But I am very sorry. I have things I need to get done. I will be streaming again next Tuesday, though. Roughly same times, so. Okay. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next one. See you then.